If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you hold either the Iraqi Dinar or the Vietnamese Dong, or perhaps both. And if you're anything like me, you've waited a long time for today's news. The Iraqi Dinar could finally be revalued at a staggering rate of $3.92. And that's not all. There is a buzz in the air that the Vietnamese Dong is set to enter the global stage with a special 15-day exchange window coming soon. Now, before we dive into these exciting updates, let me ask you a question. Are you ready? Because the moment we've been waiting for seems to be right around the corner. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to explain what this means for you, how you can be part of this monumental exchange, and most importantly, the actions you can take right now to make sure you refront and center when this historic moment arrives. Let's start with the Iraqi Dinar. For years, you've probably followed every news article and update, hoping for the day when the revaluation would become reality. Well, today's report suggests that the long-anticipated rate of $3.92 per dinar might be on the table. To put this into perspective, if you're holding even a small amount of dinar, the potential value could change your life. If you hold 1 million dinar, you could be looking at an exchange value of almost $3.92 million. But let's talk about the real action items. Here are 4 things you can do right now to get ready. First, start with preparation. Make sure your documents are in order. This includes a valid driver's license, passport or state ID, a social security card, and proof of your current address. For banking purposes, it's also wise to have recent utility bills or lease agreements that show your address. Next, if you don't have a bank account, consider opening one. Large banks like HSBC, Citigroup, and Deutsche Bank are known to handle high-volume currency exchanges. However, smaller regional banks may offer a more personalized experience. Do some research and find a bank that suits your needs and comfort level. Building a relationship with a bank manager now will be invaluable when it's time to exchange. And don't forget to keep your currency safe. Store your stacks securely, away from moisture, heat, or any potential damage. You'll want to present your currency in excellent condition during the exchange process. Finally, start building your network. Connect with other dinar holders to share updates, resources, and support. Online communities are great for this, but be cautious about the information you share and verify details before acting on them. And now let's discuss the Vietnamese Dong. The news is equally exciting. The Vietnamese Dong is getting its moment in the global spotlight. Reports indicate that there will be a 15-day exchange window for VND holders. But let's be realistic. What does that really mean for you? To take full advantage of this window, you must be extremely well organized. Your documents should be readily accessible. Your currency should be clean and sorted, and your bank account should be set up and verified in advance. The 15-day period is a tight time frame, so don't waste precious hours scrambling for information or trying to gather your materials. Let's tackle the elephant in the room: taxes. If you hold large amounts of dinero, you cannot overlook this aspect. Consult with a tax advisor or financial planner to understand your obligations and plan accordingly. Setting aside funds for taxes will prevent a financial setback later. A sudden influx of wealth can be overwhelming. Seek guidance from professionals who can help you navigate this complex landscape successfully. You might be wondering how banks will handle the exchange process. Well, I have some insights for you. The good news is that banks have been preparing for this for quite some time. Many have undergone major expansions, including hiring new staff, opening more branches, and installing advanced security features. It's not unusual to see banks investing heavily in new technologies, particularly in regions with high concentrations of dinar holders. Some banks are reportedly implementing appointment systems to efficiently manage the expected rush. Others are offering private consultations to discuss currency holdings and exchange strategies. If you haven't already, visit your local branch to introduce yourself and learn about their services. Building a relationship with the staff now can prove immensely beneficial in the coming weeks. For those of you who hold a substantial amount of currency, it's crucial to explore all available options. Some banks may offer staggered exchange windows, allowing you to exchange portions of your holdings over a longer period. This can be particularly useful for larger holders who want to diversify their income streams without sudden market fluctuations. Don't hesitate to ask questions and negotiate terms that suit your financial goals. Here's a fun fact for holders in the United States. The federal government recently distributed a record number of unclaimed property refunds. With the upcoming Dinar revaluation, you might want to check if you have any unclaimed funds, as they could significantly boost your holdings. Simply search the official government website using your name or your family's name to see if you have any luck. Some of you may be concerned about currency fraud. I hear you. With such high values at stake, it's natural to worry about counterfeit notes. Rest assured, reputable banks will have rigorous verification processes in place to ensure the authenticity of your currency. They'll likely use specialized tools and experienced examiners to authenticate your notes, providing you with peace of mind during this high-stakes exchange. Many of you have asked about estimated timelines. While no one can say for sure when the revaluation will occur, there are signs that it could happen sooner rather than later. The bank's extensive preparations and the increased media attention are clear indicators that we may be approaching the window of opportunity. Stay vigilant and be ready to act within a few days' notice. You'll thank me later. I'm also aware that some of you are nervous about the actual exchange process. It's understandable. After all, you've worked hard to build up your currency holdings and want to ensure everything goes smoothly. Let me assure you, reputable banks will prioritize security and transparency throughout the process. You can take steps to further protect yourself by keeping meticulous records of your currency, such as taking photos of each stack before transportation. Additionally, consider seeking guidance from a trusted financial advisor who can walk you through the steps and help you make informed decisions. Now, let's address the issue of limited exchange windows for certain currencies. It's true that the 15-day window for the Vietnamese Dong is creating a sense of urgency. However, this could also apply to other currencies, as market conditions and global events can influence the timing of these exchanges. If your currency isn't on the immediate schedule, don't lose hope. Stay informed, keep your documents ready, and be prepared to act quickly when your turn comes. There's no denying the potential impact of a successful currency exchange. It could open doors to new financial opportunities, enabling you to pursue your dreams and